Hello, welcome to Juniper's Tarot and Astrology, and a little bit of magic. I'm here to remind all of you that you are all magical, and we are all made of stardust. Please be advised of my copyright disclaimer, and that all suspects mentioned on this channel are always given the presumption of innocence always. We're going to look at a news clip of Dee Warner, a mother of 5 who's been missing since April 25th, 2021. Her family's been desperately looking for her. Her husband was arrested, and here's the news clip.
You can only imagine what the family of Dee Warner has been going through searching for her for years now. But tonight they're telling me exactly the location where they believe her body was hidden for all these years.
I wasn't here at the time that they removed the tank, but it was setting in here separate from these other tanks that are over here.
Greg Hardy says the presumed remains of his sister Dee Warner were found in an anhydrous tank just like this one, sealed in an airtight cylinder in the dark potentially for years. Her husband Dee Warner is the man accused of placing her there.
In the dark of night, in a building that had no cameras, slide her body in there, put the end cap back on it, and weld it completely shut. And then attach that to a chassis, paint it, even have the gall to put his logo on it to make it look like it was normal, and then took it and stored it with other tanks so it would look like it was just another one of the fleet. That's so premeditated and so heinous that he deserves nothing less than murder one, no parole.
Dee Warner has already been charged with open murder.
He lied to his family and put them through all kinds of pain. He hid the evidence. He went to a lot of trouble to hide the evidence. He lied to the officials, the investigators, repeatedly.
As police work to 100% ID the body, one big worry is the well-being of Dee's youngest daughter, who's now 12 and has to grow up without her mother.
It's obviously been traumatic for her. She has a father in jail and a mother that's dead.
And Greg really was the man who pressured investigators to take a look at the tanks after noticing some unusual activity. We know that the autopsy will be happening this upcoming Tuesday, and if this is indeed ID'd as Dee's body, then that means it was located less than 4 miles from her home this entire time. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Okay, so that was Channel 4. Click on Detroit. That gentleman speaking was Victor Williams. And I wanted to share this news clip with you because it kind of gives a bit more details about where her possible remains have been found. Now, we are under the, we're assuming that these are her remains due to the location. We are assuming at this point, we're presuming that that Dale is the one that had access to the welding equipment, to these tanks, to this piece of property. We are under the assumption that it's Dee. She still has to go through all the testing. I do believe they removed the whole tank. I'm sure that the family feels relieved that she was found, but at the same time, it confirms their worst nightmare at the same time. They do share a 12-year-old child together. Dee is a mother of 5, and they share with Dale, the 12-year-old little girl. So this child has lost both of her parents, and it's just heartbreaking. I just hope that this brings them closure, and I'm praying that Dee gets her justice, that justice will be served swiftly. I'm really hoping that, Dale doesn't come up with some crazy theories. I'm really hoping that it's going to be cut and dry court case, and that there's closure, that the family receives justice and closure. Of course, keep praying for Dee and her family. Keep praying for, all the missing people. I am very curious to look at her astrology. The whole tank, being sealed into a tank and then being welded shut. I feel like that might be Saturn but I'm not sure. I have to research it. It could be even, I mean, Saturn can be that a person is put into something or made smaller. So I am curious at the astrology. I might look at it with you guys and pull it up and just see if the mile markers match the 4 miles, because I'm learning and I'm trying to teach myself how to do this. You know, I'm prone to make mistakes, so I need to do cases where where things are found and where I can match it up and see which planet would represent someone being put in a tank. That's a difficult one for me, but it's there. I'm sure it shows up on the astrology. All right, again, keep praying for everyone. Keep praying for all the missing victims. Blessed be. Take care of one another. Bye-bye now.